All right. Hi, Camille. How do you plan on incorporating Filipino culture into fundraising events?
I plan on incorporating Filipino culture into more fundraising events by working together with the four pillars, and also maybe exploring more into Filipino venues for fundraising. Maybe working together with hopefully like Jollibee if we are in that in-person environment again to hopefully hope a fundraiser there, or maybe something like Manila Sunset.
Okay. And then, given everything is kind of opening back up again, like slowly, what fundraising events are you planning on putting on? Do you have any fundraising events that are looking at more leaning towards virtual, just in case we're unable to put on full online events or full in-person events?
As I mentioned in my speech, I did want to add on to virtual events. Like I said, I had a water balloon idea in the fall where it's kind of like the pie auction, but with water balloons instead. And also a virtual game tournament, hopefully with sports and rec. I don't know the logistics of that yet, but hopefully if I become the fundraising coordinator, we can make that happen. And for in person events, like I said in my speech as well, I think Grams is going to be the way I'm going to take it.
Okay, thank you, Nick. Thank you, Camille. Now we will go ahead and have another member from Elections Committee ask two questions from the audience.
Hi. So first audience, for your first audience question, um, why do you think funding is such an essential part of our organization, and what will you do in your role to ensure its success?
I believe that funding is a core part of our organization just because in order to go on and proceed with our events, we need the funds to be able to support those events, which is why funding is so important to the organization. What was the second half of the question again? My apologies.
Um, I'll just reread the entire question again.
Okay.
Why do you think funding is such an essential part of our organization, and what will you do in your role to ensure its success?
So I've answered the last one, but in order to make sure that I have successful fundraisers, I'm going to have, or I successfully take on this role. I plan on having consecutive fundraisers in order to be able to keep those funds up. And also, I plan on, I'm a really outgoing person, so I plan on reaching out to multiple people and making sure they attend these events.
Okay, thank you. So for your second audience question, organization and initiative are essential to being successful in this role. Give an example of a time that you took initiative on a project and directly contributed to its success.
So in high school, I was actually the commissioner of community and professional development in my high school ASB. And part of that job was to host my own school dance. It was actually our Halloween dance. And I took the initiative to try and come up with ideas for this dance and make sure that I can make it as successful as possible, and make sure that I can support everyone who's going, everyone who's working.